All right, I'm here with Miss Belinda,
Hi guys.
and I'm gonna ask her how Springer's doing. You guys want to know how Springer's doing?
Springer is doing so great. So Springer actually lives with our shelter director, and so he has 4 other siblings that he lives with. He gets to be active every day and chase balls, and he has a super great life now. Super
Awesome.
great.
That's
Yeah.
good to hear. How many times do the dogs here get fed in a day?
All right, so our routine every day is the same, Monday through Sunday. So we come in first thing in the morning, they get fed, they get cleaned, they get fresh blankets and toys and that kind of stuff. And then depending on how much activity they need or how young they are, depends on how often they're fed. So puppies and dogs who are really active get fed twice a day. And older dogs who are more settled and don't have as high energy only get fed once a day.
Okay. All right. Do you take every animal in that comes?
Yes.
Okay.
Any resident in Brunswick County can turn in their animal if they can no longer care for it, as long as it's domestic. So we can take in birds and reptiles, dogs, cats, farm life, just about anything.
Wow. Okay. Let's see. When someone comes in to adopt an animal, do you ask them questions before they can adopt? And if so, what kind of questions?
Yeah, so it's always important to us that every animal gets a home that is a fit for them. So we can't tell anyone that they can adopt, but what we do is we get to know each animal individually. So we know what their personalities are like, we know what they like to do, and that way we can help put them or place them with the right people. But there are times when we're a little bit surprised that a family wants a dog that we wouldn't necessarily pick out for them, and a lot of times it works out. We just have to be open-minded, and we have to make sure they have all the information that they need to take care of that animal, and then we let them take it from there. But we do have a week, so if they get home and in a week it's just too much, then they have the option to bring the animal back.
Okay.
So it works out really well that way. We give them that grace period in case they figured out that the decision that they made was maybe not the best for their family.
Okay. All right. That's actually how I got my dog. He was brought back.
Oh,
So, and he's awesome. But okay, let's see. Long time. Are some animals here for a really long time? And if so, like, what's the longest you've seen an animal here?
It varies with each animal. Some of them are more desirable because they have different colored coats, or maybe they have blue eyes, or and so when they get put on social media like Facebook, people look at the picture and they go, "Oh, this dog is so beautiful, or this cat is so beautiful, I must have it." And so those animals are typically adopted right away. But something I would encourage you guys to look at is called black dog syndrome. And it's basically how black dogs and cats are viewed in the shelter. Maybe the lighting in the shelter makes them less appealing, or the way that things are set up, or maybe if you have several black dogs in a row and then you have all your different colors in another section. So it's definitely something cool for you guys to look into. So I feel like some dogs and some cats and animals will stay here for a month or longer, trying to find a home, especially if they have medical needs. Whereas some of the more desirable animals will leave first. But we have rescue groups that work with the shelter. So Adopt an Angel, SOAR, places like that. They come and most always they pull animals that need extra, whether it be medically or socially, they need some more work, or if they've been here for a long time and they just need to be in a different demographic. They need to meet a different demographic of people. Maybe someone who's more active, or who lives in the country and the dog needs more room to run, or something of that nature.
Okay. All right. How many volunteers do you guys have?
So we have approximately 250 volunteers, and that grows. Every month we have a volunteer orientation for those who are 18 and older. And so some people will come once a week, some people come once a month, and some come a couple times a week.
Okay. Let's see. We're doing a little bit of studying on breed. So is there a certain breed that you see more than others come through the shelter?
I think.
Or breeds?
Yeah, I think so. And I've been here for almost 5 years, and during that time I've seen that the breeds that we get in kind of change. But it is more often than not, we have a lot of pit mixes, pit bulls and pit bull mixes. Because when they're puppies, they're super desirable. They're super cute. Everyone loves them. But as they get older, they sometimes require a lot of training, a lot of basic manners, and a lot of activity. And so people will kind of shy away from that. They decide it's too much for them. And any bully breed, or any dog breed in particular, they need direction, and they need constant source of activity and attention. It's not fair to any dog to kind of just let them to their own devices and then to do whatever they want to, basically, and then expect them to behave. We as dog owners and things of that nature, need to do a really good job of making sure that we give everything to our dog. We make sure that our dog knows basic manners and knows how to respond when we need them to do something. So it's really important that we do that. But we do get a lot of pit mixes, a lot of Chihuahua mixes, Huskies too, and that's mostly because they're the Husky breeds and herding breeds are known for running and and herding and maybe escaping occasionally.
Okay. All right. Well, I think that's it. I really appreciate
No
it.
problem.